I don't know how to put this. I'm trying my best to put this in the best way possible. But another thing that was shocking is how hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to have you guys here. And if this is your first time, no need to worry because this is my first official video and I'm so excited to start this journey. I'm so grateful for you guys who have already subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, don't worry. Just stop what you're doing. Just go right ahead and hit that subscription button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you can get all these amazing content that I'm going to be creating. I'm going to be talking about my life here in China as an immigrant, and who knows, probably my life in another country. You know, you just have to watch and see what might happen. And you most definitely want to go ahead and hit the post notification button as well. Make sure that whenever my new videos are posted, you're notified. And definitely, you know, once you're finished with this video, go ahead and smash a like. Hit me up in the comments, guys. I'm excited to see what it is that you guys think of this video. What do you guys want to see in the future? If you haven't as yet, go ahead, follow me on Instagram, chosen_king. All gonna be on the screen. Now let's get right into it.
Ni hao. Bonjour. Hola. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
So today my first official video is gonna be a story time and I'm gonna be telling you guys about my first time in China. Before I go ahead and start, those of you who don't know, I have been living in China for approximately 2.5 years and it has been an amazing journey. I have not left China. Actually, I did once. I went to the Philippines for travel and we'll talk about that in another video as well. But I've been here for approximately 2.5 years and I haven't been back to Jamaica. Oh my God. I miss Jamaica so much. Hey guys, I'm not going to be telling you about how I got to come to China, what was the process like. I'm going to be doing that in a different video for those of you who want to know. So if you definitely want to know about that, make sure you go ahead. Let me know in the comments if I should go ahead and prepare that video sooner than later. First time I came here in China was in September 2019. I think I flew from Jamaica and I went to New York. I spent some time in New York and then I went from New York to Chicago where I was gonna, my flight was gonna take me from Chicago to Shanghai International Airport, Shanghai Pudong International Airport that is. That flight, guys, was about 13 hours, I think. 13 long hours, I think. That was I mean, I flew on planes before, but I've never been on a plane for that long. So it was crazy. But don't worry, guys, if you're ever planning to do that, at least I heard, not in these times, COVID times, right? But when I was flying to China, we got food. I would say it was pretty much a relaxing journey. It wasn't an uncomfortable flight because we had a lot of space and then we were fed. They also gave us blankets on the plane, so I was able to cover myself while I was having a nap. I would say it was a pretty decent flight. After I landed in Shanghai Pudong International Airport, I think I waited for about 2 hours before I boarded my next flight, which was going to take me to my final destination, which was going to be here in Shenzhen.
So I've arrived at Shanghai Pudong International Airport, and this is what it looks like.
And if you don't know, Shenzhen is actually in Guangdong province in China. It's a pretty new city that is being developed, but it's an amazing city, I must say. I really love living in Shenzhen, and I don't think I would ever go anywhere else in China. The flight as well, I believe they spoke in Chinese, of course. And they also, I believe they spoke in English, right? I remember when I was coming, they were speaking English, especially the safety information. They spoke in English so we could understand for those of us who didn't speak Chinese, because I did not speak Chinese. That was so crazy. Coming to a new country, you don't know how to speak the language. That was crazy. So I came and they were speaking English on the plane, so it was pretty okay. It wasn't much of a big deal. Now let's get into when I first landed. So I remember when I landed at the airport, of course, I went to the necessary checks and everything, and at a point in the check, right, because we're coming from overseas, and so it is expected that your checks are going to be longer. You're probably going to go through more than one lines, and so I did. But when I got to my second line, I believe, as I got to the second immigration officer, he I don't know what exactly was his issue. But he was like speaking Chinese to someone else. He called over someone else, and they were saying something in Chinese. I'm not sure exactly what they were saying, but it's like they wanted to clarify that my document is correct, that I'm this person, because there's some sort of confusion, right, with Chinese people. They confuse themselves with black people, thinking that you know, if you probably change your hairstyle as a girl or even as a male, you know, I have this fade. Probably if I don't have a fade, then I look like a completely different person, which I think that was the issue. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest, but I think that was the issue. And so he had to call over someone else. I thought it was going to be much longer, but to be honest, it wasn't that long. He called over the other person, and I think they cleared it up, and I went through after that. But that was the slightest issue that I had while traveling. After I came through, I went through immigration. I was sitting down. The airport was so huge, guys. When I say the airport was so huge, I was taken aback a bit because I've been into airports. I don't travel a lot, right? But I've traveled before, you know, and I've been to airports, and I didn't know that walking in where the planes were, I didn't know that was a thing, right? And so we literally went out of the airport. We went downstairs, and we actually, a bus took us to where the plane was. The bus, we came off the bus, and then after we came off the bus, then we went into the plane by the stairs. That was a bit shocking to me. Alright guys, so enough of the airport drama that I had. So as I told you guys, I went to Shanghai first, and after Shanghai, I came to my final destination. It is so interesting because I actually arrived, I'm not exactly sure when I arrived, but it was definitely past midnight. This guy don't know anything in China, don't know anywhere, and you come into the people in place at some hours of the night, you know, where you don't know anything about anything, right, basically. So I arrived late. Of course, I was talking to the contact person at my school, and I was also talking with my agent, and so they basically gave me information and guided me on how to go about the process. But I don't think if you're coming, you should do that. You definitely want to make sure that you're coming during the daytime, so that's just much easier. So I came, I went out. I was supposed to take the train, I think. That was what the guy at my job was saying, right? He was telling me to take the train, but I think that was a crazy idea because I came late, probably after 1, after 2 in the night, and next train would have been in the morning at 6. I would have had to wait at the airport. I never did that. I went and I took a cab. I don't remember how I went about that, but I knew for a fact that I didn't speak Chinese, and so it would have probably been a problem. I don't remember, to be exact, but I went into the cab. I guess I showed them the address based on the information that my agent gave to me, and they took me straight to that they took me straight to that location, which was a hotel. The hotel was, I guess, pretty okay. It's not that over the top hotel, you know, it's just a regular hotel in a regular place. So it wasn't that over the top. And it's not like Jamaica where, you know, hotels are usually in these central location, which you can probably say it's kind of like posh. No, it's not like that. It's just in a regular place. That's where the hotel was. But it was okay. I guess I could bear it for the one night because I only stayed there for one night, right? And after that, after I went to the hotel, the agent, she met me there and she took me to the hotel and I checked in. Once I checked in, she left and I went to bed. And the next day I was supposed to get up and meet her to go and sort out my apartment. Now, I don't think I have any videos or pictures of that, guys, but if I do, I'll definitely put it somewhere over me speaking right now. So you can definitely look out for that if in case I do have any. But it was a pretty And then I got up the next day and was ready to hit the road. So she took me to my apartment. I checked in, I put my stuff in. Of course, guys, I did see the apartment before I came here, and I made sure that, you know, I asked for what I wanted specifically. I saw where I was going to live, and so that you know, I knew already where I was going and everything, so I was basically okay. But when I went, it was so small. It was unbelievable small. Of course, I couldn't tell from the video, right, that they sent to me. I couldn't tell that it was actually that small. It was so small. It was tiny. Do you know what a matches box is, guys? Oh, it was so small. But, you know, I survived. I did that for about 1 or 2 months, I think, because someone left from a room that was directly in front of me, and so I moved into that. I'm gonna be talking about my living experience here in China, because that in itself is another story, guys. I think for the time that I've been here, I've been in about 5 or 6 apartments. As I said, that's for another story, so I'm gonna be telling you guys about that as well. I think after that is either the same day or the next day I went to school. I'm not exactly sure. When I went to school, I basically the guy at my school who was in charge, he helped me to like sort out my phone. He helped me to, I think he helped me with some basic stuff. I really don't remember, but I remember him helping me getting my SIM card, which was an issue, by the way, guys, because one particular phone company, you can't get a SIM card unless you have a Chinese ID, which is ridiculous, but that's another story, which I don't think I want to talk about. Right, so he helped me with that, and I think he helped me with like sorting out my documents along the way so that I could be fully legal, because there's another thing about coming to China. Once you get your Z visa from whichever country, or once you get here, that visa is going to be expired in 30 days. So you have to sort yourself out, get your resident permit, make sure that you have your work permit, because you have to have your work permit before you work, guys, just to let you know. So he helped me and everything, and I think I started to settle in. I guess I was liking this place. I was liking China. I was enjoying the few days until everything started going downhill. That's a little sad. Now I'm gonna be telling you guys about some of the things that shock me. So one of the things that was very shocking to me is because I came late at night, so I wasn't able to see much, right? But while I was driving in the taxi, I saw Chinese flags raised everywhere, guys. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. I mean, after a while, I started to understand why that was. The reason is because it was coming up close to Chinese national holiday. That was shocking, because of course in Jamaica, You see Jamaican flags raised, but mostly like at schools or probably at some public place, probably like a Ministry of Finance or somewhere like that. Another thing, of course, I'm from Jamaica, and in Jamaica, we don't necessarily have those high-rising buildings, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to come to China, guys, to see the infrastructures that they have here, to see those high-rising buildings, because I love cities. I really, really love cities. For those who might know me, I really love New York City because of those high-rising buildings and how they lit up in the night. You know, it's so amazing. And when I saw that in China, I was so amazed. I was impressed, and even up to this day, I'm still impressed with how great they are. And I love it. I love it. And I'm so in love. It's weird, guys, but I'm in love with like roads. You know, like how the roads are. You see these highways and they go, you know, I'm in love with that. I don't know why. I just like to see it, right? And so those are some of the things that amazed me when I just got here. So another thing, as I mentioned before, was the size of my room. I'm going to be talking about my room in general. So the size of my room, it was so small. I mean, from my experience back in Jamaica, I didn't live in a big house. I didn't have a room for myself. Once I got older, then I had a room for myself, and I guess I had a little more space than what I had growing up as a child. But coming here to China, it was so shocking. It was so tiny. And the structure of the bathroom, you know, it's a all-in-one bathroom. So the toilet is right here and the shower is literally over the toilet. Guys, that was so shocking to me. And I mean, I guess I have come to terms with it because I've lived in apartments that have that kind of a structure for more than a year. So I guess I've come to terms with it. So another thing, guys, that was shocking to me, I would say, is the food. Right? So for those of you who enjoy Chinese food like myself, in whichever country you are, I think I love the Chinese food. If you know me, you know that Chinese food is one of my favorite. Everywhere I go, I like getting Chinese food. But when I came here, I thought that this was the kind of food that I was going to, you know, be able to eat. But guys, oh my God, it was so shocking. The first day, not the first night, the first day I got here and I went out, my agent took me to a restaurant and I wanted to try fried rice because I'm like, oh shit, I love fried rice, you know, and I have that every time in Jamaica. And so I went to the restaurant and I ordered fried rice because I'm like expecting it to be as good as I have it in Jamaica. Oh my God, no guys, no, it is not like that. It is nothing like that. You know, most of us who live outside of China, we are not, well, particularly for those of us in Jamaica, common things that we do order are like fried rice, sweet and sour chicken, sweet and sour rice, mala chicken, sesame chicken. These are the things that we usually order the most. And I think they do sell other stuff. When I came here, I thought I was going to be getting this kind of food, guys. So in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna be open to food because I love Chinese food. But no, guys. Oh my God.
My first meal in China. What kind of tea this, man? You know what? I mean, I drink that. All this, not even know what. Mechanical oatmeal. Some soup, something. You know, me not drink that. What is brother? Me not drink that.
When I went to work, I think for about 6 months, guys, I was so skeptical. I was super skeptical about the food. I didn't want to eat most of what they made. I didn't eat duck. Mind you, I do eat duck now. I do eat duck now. I never wanted to eat duck. Sometimes the way how they cook the food, I would be like, No. And me and my friends, we would go to like a McDonald's because, you know, McDonald's is, it's not entirely like what you would used to, but it's very much similar, and it was right across the road from our school, so McDonald's was a perfect choice, as well as this this Italian restaurant that was pretty close by as well, a very cheap Italian restaurant that we really love going to. So my friends and I, we would go there sometimes when we didn't enjoy the food or the food wasn't good, quote unquote, not good. I think we are almost here. This Italian restaurant that we're going to. Let's see. Oh, mamma mia! So lunch is officially served, guys, and we are having a feast, I believe. I don't know. Like, this is too much food. But it's worth it. Like, it's pretty cheap, relatively inexpensive. So let's go. And this is great. Like, this is really great. Got some coffee too, and some soft drinks. So yeah, we'll enjoy. So that was another thing that was shocking for me, the food, right? And the experience of the food. Of course, it's going to be a video that's going to be entirely about food. I might just try some things for you guys, you know. Comment down below if you want me to try different kind of food. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'll definitely try my best to see if I can do that for you guys. The next thing that was very shocking to me, guys, I don't know how to put this. I'm trying my best to put this in the best way possible. But another thing that was shocking is how the Chinese people reacted to you as a foreigner. It's like guys, it's like they have never seen someone like me before, because I don't know if you know, but in China, practically everyone who is born here, they have the same skin texture, the same quote unquote skin tone, as well as the same kind of hair and all of that kind of stuff. So it was so shocking, and how they reacted to you. You know, there's like some persons, that is, some are so excited, like, you know, and they want to take pictures with you, or they just take pictures of you without them even asking you to take pictures. Some people do that. So that was another shocking thing for me, how they were quote unquote surprised or not familiar with foreign people. So another thing, guys, that was very, very shocking to me was the fact that everywhere was open. I mean, not literally, but like people were on the street. When I just got here, I told you guys I came here very late. When I just got here, people were on the street, shops were open, people were eating food at late hours in the night, guys. So I was kind of, you know, taken aback by that, because that was very shocking to me. The culture in Jamaica is not entirely like that. I guess probably if you live in some areas in Jamaica, then, you know, certain shops are open, but not every shop is going to be open. You know, probably a corner shop or something like that is open, but not necessarily every shop. But in China, I tell you, I kid you not, guys, like I could go outside and buy something, or I could go on Meituan, which is what I've learned to use now. You could order something and that and get it at whatever hour in the night. I mean, I've experienced that in New York as well, but it was just another level. Another thing, the beds here are so tough. Guys, like the bed, the texture, the feeling of the bed, I don't like these tough beds. And my bed, the beds that I've had in these different apartments, they're so tough. That was a bit shocking to me, because I guess I'm used to sleeping on beds that are a bit softer, or probably those spring kind of materials, like or sponge. These are what I'm used to, you know. So coming to China and it's like literal bored. It's like literal bored, guys. Yeah, of course you can get other rooms or apartment that have softer beds, but unfortunately for the ones that I got, they were mostly tough beds, and it was one of the most annoying thing ever. I'm still unfortunately have to experience that, have to sleep on a tough bed. So that's another thing that was shocking to me as well. Okay, thank you guys so much. We have come to the end of this, my first official video for YouTube, and I'm so happy, I'm so grateful for you guys watching until the end of this video. Don't worry guys, I'm hoping to create so much more content just for you guys. So I want you to make sure that you comment down below guys. Let me know what kind of content it is that you're looking forward to. What exactly it is that you want to know about my journey here in China. Or if it is that you want to come to China, what kind of information do you want? I'll try my very best to make sure I meet those needs. So thank you guys very much for subscribing and for watching to the end of this video. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead, hit the subscription button, make sure that you are subscribed, make sure that you are getting those notifications guys. Hit the post notification button so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video, and make sure you smash the like button. And guess what guys, you know, you don't want to keep all this good juice you know, you don't want to keep all this good juice to yourself. You definitely want to make sure that you are sharing with someone else, you know, to let them come and be a part of this journey as well. And most definitely go ahead, follow me on Instagram guys, chosen_king. Thank you so much again guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.